Hey everybody, it's Dr. Carmen Bryant and welcome to Car Chronicles. How you guys doing? You doing all right? Good to see you guys again. Okay, in my mind I see you, then I know you see me. But thank you for tuning in. You ready? Let's do it. A narcissist does not see you as a person. They see you as a piece of property, a furniture that's in the way. They don't see people, they dehumanize people. So they don't see people as people like themselves. Because unfortunately for some of you guys, I know that this is hard to hear, but a narcissist is still a human. A narcissist is a human that has been deeply wounded on the inside and does not know how to function in life around people. They just don't have the emotional intelligence. They don't have the empathy, but they see people the way that they see themselves, and they see themselves as nothing. So they see people as nothing. And for most people that they meet or get with, they see them as objects. They see them, that's why you hear the phrase, till death do you part. To them, you're my piece of property until I say you're not my piece of property. So some of you guys have experienced the fact that you have long divorced this narcissist. But for some reason or another, when they're talking to you, they handle you as if you're still married to them. And when you remind them, hey, I'm not married to you, your wife or your husband is, you can literally hear in their voice the offense. They're offended that you say that. And you're trying to figure out, what are you offended at? You know, to them it's like, you don't have to talk to me any kind of way. But in reality, what it is they're offended at the fact that you said that you are not their property, that you are not their spouse, and you are no longer with this person. They have a whole family somewhere else. They are married to a whole nother human being, but yet they're still looking at you as if you belong to them. Not that you are in a relationship or anything, but you are my piece of furniture. It just so happens that you get in my way. And when you get in my way, I get angry. You ever hit your foot on a piece of furniture and you look at that piece of furniture as if it was that piece of furniture's fault, but it was you that ran into the piece of furniture? There go your narcissist. They are so focused on themselves. They're so self-centered and focused on themselves that it doesn't matter what you say to them. If you say something to them in reference to how they have hurt you, something that they have done that is negative, see, that diverts the attention back on you and how you feel. And they can't handle that because now you've taken the attention from me. So they'll let you talk, and it seems like they have empathy, and they don't. And eventually, as you talk to them, you start thinking to yourself, what was the purpose of me saying that in the first place? Because you didn't hear anything that I had to say. And for some of you, of course, hope is the last thing to go. And you love them so much. And so you're running around like a little dog chasing their tail. Now, am I calling you a dog? I'm just saying. You ever watch a dog chase their tail and you're thinking to yourself, your tail is too short, you're not going to catch it. And then when you do catch the tail, you know, if you watch a dog and they catch their tail, you're looking like, now what? Now what you going to do? Or you've seen like their foot move, and they turn around and bite their own foot and they don't realize that's their foot. You know, well, narcissist sees you as an extension of themselves. You know, and they see you as an extension of themselves. You're doing everything that I need to do. You are an extension of me. You are my hand. You are my tail. You are my foot. And yet you're thinking, then why would you bite your foot? Why would you bite your tail? Sounds oxymoron, doesn't it? Sounds ridiculous. For most people, you're trying to figure the narcissist out with your own logical mind. You can't figure out a person that you have never had that personality disorder. You have never had that dysfunction. It's like looking at people that truly have some serious mental health issues like schizophrenia, you know, like psychotic episodes where they're having psychotic episodes. They're going in and out of reality. You know, people that have autism, and some of them are savants. Some of them are what they call it is dyslexia and hyperlexia. You know, some of them are highly intelligent, but you don't know how they think. We study it, but we don't know how they think. Do you know what it's like to have an intellectual or cognitive delay? Do you understand when a person does not develop in their mind mentally and emotionally beyond maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years old? For most of you, some of you may experience it because some of you, you know, you're in that category. But for the average person, you don't know what that's like because you've never had those disorders. So how do you know what it's like to be a narcissist? And you keep looking at them as if they're normal people. They're not normal people. They're on the scale of abnormal psychology. They're not normal in their thinking. They're not normal in their connection with people. And even though you are enmeshed with them, I can't use my other hand, I'm holding the phone, but it all enmeshed with them. Imagine, you know, you watch like like stories of like turtles or sea creatures getting caught up in these netting and stuff. That's you in their netting. You are all caught up in their netting, and you can't even free yourself, and you're slowly drowning on your own and water in your lungs because you've got enmeshed with this narcissist, and as they're drowning you too. Misery loves company, but you can't figure out what is in a narcissist's mind because you're not a narcissist. And even when a narcissist starts telling you stuff, they're living a delusional world, in a delusional world. They tell you things that sound, they're great storytellers. They're very charismatic. They're the nicest people in the world. The thing about it is that they lack empathy. And the people that know how far that goes are the people that are closest to them. The main supply. The people at home with them know just how far they go when there is no empathy, no feelings. It's like they're an android. But yet the people on the outside, they show sympathy. They show, because they don't have empathy or cognitive empathy. They understand it, so they know how to invoke it. They know not to laugh at a funeral. They know because they're watching everyone else that they're supposed to cry at a funeral. They pick up on other people. And when they get out in public, it's an image that they have to maintain. But when you get home with them, it's this balance between I'm traumatizing you, you're trauma bonded to them, I'm traumatizing you, but at the time that you are overwhelmed, then I'm going to pet you and make you feel good. Then I'm going to traumatize you some more, talk to you like you have no sense, talk to you like a dog. The things that you say is just, and then you hear it like the things that you're saying to me is so disrespectful. How you talk to me and then they gaslight you. So now you're confused. Well, you talk the same way. And for a lot of people that are connected with the narcissist, you pick up on their traits. You just as arrogant as they are. But that doesn't mean that you have the disorder, but you picked up on a lot of their traits. They already grandiose. They already think that they're better than most people. And so they put you in a position, whether it's money, material things, and they talk about people long enough where you start doing the exact same thing. So now they're pointing at you and telling you that you're the narcissist. You got problems just like I do. You do the same thing that I do. Some of y'all got to watch it because some of you guys have got with these narcissists and you become prideful. But let me tell you something, Hunsty. When they gas you up, and that a narcissist knows how to gas you up. You look like a baboon, and they got you looking like a runway. They telling you look like a runway model, and you believe it. They'll gas your head up, and they'll get you. They try to get you on their playing field so that no matter what you say about them, they can turn around. It's like blackmailing you. Well, you do the same thing because you don't pick up on them. And do you know the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn? Fawn is when you are appeasing someone. The PTSD, fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Fawn is when you're trying to appease the abuser or abuse the perpetrator. What is the word I was looking for? You're trying to appease the perpetrator. So you're trying to appease the narcissist to get on their good side so that you guys are friends. You guys are cool. So as long as I'm appeasing you, I don't get the brunt of your abuse. It can be directed to another person. And you are doing the same things that they're doing. That doesn't mean that you're a narcissist, but you're doing the same thing. But let me tell you, Hunsty, when you're dealing with a narcissist, usually for some people it's long term. Some of you have been in it for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. And you are the main source of supply. You are traumatically bonded to this narcissist long term. You are the long-term abused object. You are that piece of furniture that gets shoved all the way around the room like it's your fault that you're there. It's almost like, why am I even here? They get upset at the fact that you're breathing air. They're upset at you at the fact that you're breathing. Why do you keep breathing? Why your eyes keep blinking? And you're like, oh, I didn't know that was, is it loud? Yeah, your eyes are blinking real loud. Crazy stuff. But listen, you got to check your own self. You check yourself before you wreck yourself. If you got to check your own self, because one thing that I can tell you, you walk around arrogant and judging other people, you will be humbled. You will be humbled. You will be humbled. Because the same people that you're judging, the same people that former supply, even if he or she is crazy, and you're judging, you're making these judgments, and you don't understand who you are with, trust you me, they're making a fool out of you. They're talking about you. They're talking about you behind your back. They're smearing your name. They're making you look crazy. And trust you me, you will be humbled when you find out the stuff that they're saying about you that you were saying about other people right along with them. That old narcissist.